Liam HYSLOP Last updated 11:01 the 9th of June 2018. ROSS GIBLIN, stuff. Adam Thomas is back training at the Ole Football Academy after a 6-year injury layoff. Getty Images. One of Adam Thomas's, centre's, last competitive matches was for New Zealand at the 2012 Olympics when he took on Brazil's Neymar, left, at St James's Park. Football. One of Adam Thomas's last competitive games of football before this year's Chatham Cup quarterfinal saw him take on Neymar at the hallowed turf of St James's Park in England. That was at the 2012 London Olympics. Neymar would move from Brazilian club Santos to become a superstar at Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain, while Thomas would endure one of the most horrendous run of injuries a footballer will ever likely suffer. But on Sunday, the 26-year-old defender will play in a Chatham Cup final for Western Suburbs against Birkenhead United, the culmination of a recovery filled with persistence. Read more, racial abuse, and abandoned game. Police called to Auckland football. Dunedin footballers make history. I was 20 when I played my last competitive game before coming to Wests, Thomas said of his 6-year injury layoff. I'd train for a month, then have more pain or issues, so I'd be back and forth to the doctor and physios. It started when he sheared through the lateral meniscus in his right knee due to overloading in late 2012. It had just frayed apart, he said. That meant his first surgery. As the rehab for that progressed, an impingement in his hip was discovered. That's where the hip socket doesn't form as it should and kinks develop on the bone, which wears down the joint and socket. It was likely caused by overloading, probably when he was between 11 and 14 years of age, his surgeon told him. Chalk up another surgery in 2015. Then came an ankle injury and 2 more surgeries in 2016 and 2017. If he had his time over again, he would do things a lot differently in his younger years. I probably overloaded a lot when I was young, and I didn't have anybody who was telling me what to do aside from football in terms of the recovery and what needs to be done to maintain training twice a day. So I was just train, didn't really know what injuries were, so I'd just train injured, play injured. He got a fair deal of bad advice along the way, including with pain-killing injections. I was having injections into my knees at about 18, 19. Blood fusion injections, cortisones. It scares me so much to think about that now. To go to the Olympics, I was injured all in the build-up. I just had to play one game before we left. So I got through that game, went to London, was okay and played every game, and then as soon as I came back I should have had a big rest, but it was straight back into the summer season and the body just said, nah. Add feedback. I'd sheared through the meniscus just through overloading. It was painful, but it was like, I just really want to make this team or that tournament. So it was all this short-term thinking, which tripped me up. His first competitive game since 2012 was when he came on 10 minutes into the second half of West's 4-1 win over Onehunga Sports in the Chatham Cup quarterfinals. He started the 3-2 semi-final win over Kashmir Technical, playing all 120 minutes after the game went into extra time. He still has the dream of playing as a professional footballer, but has started with small steps and goals. My plan is to get 100% healthy and get through a full season without getting injured. Getting back to just enjoying playing football and not having the worries about getting injured or breaking down. That's the short-term goal, and then longer one is to end up at a professional club. I want to finish what I started. It definitely went through my head, am I too old now to become a professional? Well, I have time, that's the main thing. Do I still have enough time? The next step in that journey will be when he plays for Wests in the Chatham Cup decider at QBE Stadium in Auckland on Sunday afternoon. Stuff.